At the edge of a dusty village, where the wind carried worries as easily as it carried sand, lived a young carpenter named Eli. He was known for his careful hands and quiet doubts. He repaired doors that would not close, tables that leaned, and chairs that wobbled under the weight of tired people, yet he could not repair the heaviness in his own heart. Each evening, Eli looked at the hills and wondered why life demanded so much struggle. His father had died early, his work was scarce, and the future seemed to come only in small, uncertain pieces. While others spoke of hope, Eli felt only the ache of unfinished days. One afternoon, a storm swept over the village, dark and sudden. The market emptied, animals fled, and children were called indoors. Eli ran to the street and saw an old woman struggling beside a broken cart. The rain soaked her cloak, and her goods were falling into the mud. Without thinking, he rushed forward and lifted the cartwheel from the gutter. Another man joined him, then a boy, then two more neighbors. Together they pushed the cart to safety. The woman held Eli's hands and thanked him with tears in her eyes. She said, "You came before you knew whether you would be rewarded." That is the kind of faith that keeps a town alive. Eli returned home wet and silent. He had helped before, but tonight the words stayed with him. He realized he had been waiting for his life to become easier before he believed it could matter. Instead, meaning had appeared in the middle of the storm. The next day, the village learned that the storm had damaged the chapel roof and flooded the schoolroom. Eli was asked to lead the repairs. He wanted to refuse. The work was large, the materials were few, and he still feared failure. Yet he remembered the cart in the rain, and he remembered that strength often arrives after the first step, not before it. He gathered every willing hand. Some brought wood, others nails, others food for the workers. Eli measured badly at first, then corrected himself. He made mistakes, but he did not quit. By sunset, the roof stood firm. The school was dry and the chapel bell rang again above the village. People began to call Eli brave, but he knew the truth. Bravery had not appeared as a thunderbolt.